Do you have any feelings about this? Or I guess I should say, have you been keeping up with this Battle Royale in Modern Warfare business? It seems like that stuff's been trickling out of like data mining.
Yeah, I know people are data mining some stuff, and
somebody glitched into some kind of overhead view of the map.
Okay.
There's a video going around on Reddit that somebody hit some kind of glitch where they were able to get kind of a bird's eye view of
in like the co-op mode or something like that. Because the co-op mode maps are probably just about big enough to where you could do a battle royale on them.
But it sounds like it's a separate map.
Yeah, I would assume it'd be yeah.
But the bigger thing is the map they posted video of matches the map that was data mined a few weeks ago. So and people have found like files in the PC install with like BR references and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just for bong rips. It's a different thing. This new emblems they're putting.
Yes, those animated emblems are pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Blackout in Black Ops 4. That was a good battle royale. And then Apex came out, and I never looked at it ever again. And maybe I will end up being proven wrong, but I don't need or especially have a desire. I have no desire for a battle royale mode in Modern Warfare.
Even with all the stuff they've done, like gunplay wise.
I'm sure it'd be fine, but like I'm playing the regular multiplayer and enjoying the shit out of it. And I don't know that I need another battle royale game. I like being able to load that game up, pop off a couple of rounds, just like play a couple of matches, 15 minutes, 20 minutes top, something like that, and then
very straightforward.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're going to get.
Exactly.
You're going to kill and or die every 15 to 30 seconds.
Yes. I have gotten all right at that game.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave and turn pro.
Okay.
Because some matches
you need a hype man? I got you.
Yes, I do.
Who's your sponsor?
Right. What can we get? Weed.
Premium feature stuff.
How about Motor Oil?
You think
they're looking to get into the
esports breakfast to champions?
What about CBD oil?
Okay,
that's like motor oil and weed.
It is a lot like that.
Can you put that in your car engine?
Yes, and it relieves all the inflammation that your car engine may be suffering from.
Got to drive real slow.
Gets a real nice night of sleep. I don't know. I like that game a lot. I don't know that but I tried playing some of the co-op last night because they've added like a bunch of new levels to the co-op mode.
Weird.
Was there any sign they had actually fixed it though?
No.
Did they fix it?
Okay. So it is not. I'm not seeing through the map. I'm not falling through the map. Like all the actual broken shit from launch seems fixed.
That's something.
Now it's just bad. On its own merits. Now it's just like this is not fun at all. Like these enemies are not interesting to fight. Yeah. They come at you from weird angles because the map is such a strange. It's a poor experience.
Yeah.
And they've added like 3 more levels to it. I haven't tried yet because you're meant to play them in order. There's kind of a story being told, but I can't finish the fucking first one because everyone quits because everyone dies because it's like weirdly tough. And not in like a fucking like, oh, you got to get good. It's just like, oh, well, I don't know. Here's 6 tanks.
Yeah.
You have 1 grenade. Good fucking luck.
Telling the incredibly compelling story of walking up to 5 different computer terminals and standing there for 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, first, they're routers. It's racks. It's server racks.
Sure.
And then you have to put a Wi-Fi router on that server rack and stand near it while the files get transferred. Because if you're too far away, the files can't transfer.
That's how computers work.
And then when the meter fills up, you have to destroy the router. So you put a bunch of bullets in the rack and then run away.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, actually shooting the racks up is not the worst.
I've just got a mental image of like hanging out in a data center with a machine gun.
Yeah.
Just hosing everything down.
Yeah. That's how it'll happen at the end.
I guess so.
Anyway, the co-op stuff's bad. So I don't know. Like sure, why not do a battle royale? They probably feel like they need to do that. Yeah. I think that game is plenty good and am playing it damn near every day.
What if they put out a battle royale and then they just quietly replaced that third menu option where co-op normally is with the battle royale, and they just buried the co-op like 5 layers deep?
Well, I've got bad news. Now the map has 4. The main menu has 4 options on it because the store gets its own top level placement. They rolled out their battle pass and a lot of cosmetics.
Seems like
maybe do they charge for the battle pass?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
yes.
I'm just wondering, like,
there are free things if you
standard free battle pass, paid battle pass kind of dichotomy.
All right, I'm just wondering, how they're going to roll this battle royale mode. Are they going to charge for it?
I don't.
Can they make up for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
They're honestly like take the co-op aside. Where I mean, at least they've added a bunch of levels. Like they've added a bunch of content to that thing. I think it's bad. Well, whatever. I haven't seen the new levels. Maybe the new levels are way better. Who can say? I'll never know, I guess. But they've added a lot of just good competitive multiplayer stuff too. Like whether it's on the battle pass or not. Like there are a couple of weapons that are free unlocks if you level up your battle pass appropriately.
Cool.
That are like pretty good. They've added, 4 new maps to competitive multiplayer sense. So like their whole like, hey,
including shipment, I understand.
Yeah, shipment's in there as a gunfight map, I think right now.
That makes sense.
But shipment's a hell of a map. Crash is good. Yeah, that's so they've added maps to the game. Like I feel like their whole like, hey, we're doing crossplay and not selling map packs and stuff like that. Like it feels like a better deal than it has in the past. Because it just feels like they're doing a better job of supporting it with new content. Like the stuff that came in with the battle pass, like new guns, that sort of shit.
I guess we can assume that the business works out for them on the back end doing that.
Right.
Like Activision of any company must have run all the numbers and are quite confident, right?
I fucking broke down and I fucking bought cosmetics.
Like, is that literally all you can spend money on now?
You can buy tiers of the battle pass.
Okay. But even that just gets you cosmetics, right?
Yeah, well,
is there anything else in the battle pass?
There are guns on the battle pass.
Actual guns?
Yes.
Like full-on gameplay?
But they are, if you leveled up the battle pass, you would get them for free.
Okay.
And they're not super high level. You could, it's a very doable thing.
I see. Okay.
But if you buy the tiers, you get the gun, you'll get that stuff immediately. So I fucking, so you play, you pick like which character you want to play as. You pick 2 characters, 1 per team, and depending on what team you end up on in matchmaking, you're either going to be one of the 2 players you've selected. Well, I picked my asshole Russian dude who just looks like a real piece of shit, just a real fucking nightclub ass motherfucker. Tracksuit.
Yeah, okay.
And fucking denim and leisure, man. Fucking jeans and tracksuit top.
Okay. Loafers.
And they had a fucking he's got a look, man.
Okay.
So then they are selling a fucking pack for this dude that gives him shitty sunglasses and a shittier jacket. And all this other stuff.
They get you like 80% of the way there, and then they dangle the stuff you need to really just complete the ensemble.
And they fucking broke me. I was like, no. Take the fucking money, you assholes. Give me this. I want to double down on this fucking prick. Give me the fucking full-on dude.
The prick experience.
Yeah. And I bought that fucking thing. I felt like I had to.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine in some cases the cosmetics. You know what? I don't know. Actually, I'd say the cosmetics work out in their favor, but the number of people I see playing as the default character with the default calling card and the default emblem is weird. Like no one's even going in and changing the little, the banner.
Yeah, because I mean there is plenty of free stuff you can customizing.
And you get a bunch by playing the game that you might want to show off and be like, hey, I did all the fucking grenade challenges. I spent all that time doing that thing, and now I've got a little grenade. Like there's plenty of stuff like that, like there always has been. So you would think, and I feel like people would normally change that stuff, but for whatever reason, it makes me wonder if there's something broken where like maybe on cross-play players.
I was just about to ask,
but I feel like I've seen just enough players that have changed it.
Do you think there's something where maybe you can't see purchases that were made on a different platform?
So I will tell you that I logged in on PS4 and saw my douchebag dude with all his sunglass glory. Okay. So that stuff does transfer over.
This is such a weird future we're in.
I know.
Like,
I had 2 separate points totals. So they sell a currency.
Right.
So I had, and this currency has been in place for multiple games now. So they've been selling COD points for most of this generation, and they carry over from game to game.
Oh, huh.
So,
wow.
Whatever version of Call of Duty World War II I ended up with came with a bunch of points that I never spent. So, and Black Ops 4 probably the same deal. So when this came out, on PS4, I ended up with I had some points balance there already, but I had a different points balance on PC,
right?
Because that currency is platform specific, kind of like Fortnite. They do the same.
I'm having the exact same experience in Destiny.
Right.
I've only been playing Destiny on PC since October, and my silver, which is the paid currency, says 0.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought nothing of it until I happened to mouse over it a couple weeks ago, and it said in the description of, hey, this is the paid currency, and then in parentheses there was something about currency exists on other platform or something like that. And I was like, and I went and logged in on PS4.
Yeah.
And I've got 5,000 silvers sitting there on PS4.
Oh.
That I couldn't even see on PC. And I don't know. I don't know how much that's worth, but yeah, apparently I've just got that.
I think that's a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what the conversion is, and I don't know where I think that's just multiple
special editions,
deluxe
that
editions
come with some
over time since the thing came out, because I never spent any of it. I actually want to know how much that is now. But yeah, like I said, there's no sign I even had it on PC. Yeah. If I wanted to spend money on that game,
I feel like that's
I might have done it
last
without even
remaining wall between the platforms. That's the one thing everyone tried to hold on to.
Yeah,
it's like that and the Rocket League stuff where the platform specific cars don't show, which I think that has to stop. I feel like that's the thing that, okay, if Sony's going to publish a baseball game on the Switch and Xbox, and Microsoft's going to publish Cuphead on the Switch, if we're at that point, let the fucking Master Chief Warthog, whatever, exist on the other platform. They'll put the fucking Mario car on PlayStation.
Are there Mario cars in Rocket League on Switch?
There's a Metro. I don't. What
is there Nintendo?
There are platform specific.
Okay, I knew there was the Warthog. I didn't know that Nintendo had gotten in on that.
I don't know what the actual, but I think it's a Mario hat or something like that.
You could slap one on the top of your car.
A Mario topper. I think they call them. Yeah. Tear down this wall,
dude. Is there a straight up Metroid car?
Yeah, there's a Metroid
totally
something. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, there's a whole there's a stack of Nintendo shit in Rocket League. Wow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's not detrimental to anyone to see that stuff in other versions of the game.
Yeah.
It's not a problem to see a Metroid car on the PlayStation. That doesn't hurt Nintendo to be like, oh, now I can see the Metroid. Don't let people buy it on that platform. Make people own it on your platform to get it or whatever. I get that. To some
extent, it's almost like free advertising.
Kinda, yeah.
If you see a cool Metroid car on the PS4, you're like, maybe I should go play that Switch version. Maybe I should buy that version,
right?
And get that,
or hey, maybe I should get a Switch.
Yeah,
that's weird.
They seem like they're having way more fun over there.
Yeah. That seems like a strange. But then maybe Sony wouldn't want that. Maybe on the other end, to be like, no, get your Metroid filth off my platform.
Yeah, sure.
But then they should respond in kind and be like, here's the fucking Kratos mobile. I don't know, what does Sony even have?
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, I think
is that actually
literally a Sweet Tooth. Yeah, now that you mention it. Yes, the one car in Sony history that is not a licensed vehicle.
The car from Destruction Derby.
Car. Okay, that's they bought Psygnosis, so yeah. All right. Sweet Tooth.
The car from Ridge Racer.
I saw some people saying that a lot of the hitboxes on those cars are terrible.
They can be.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there's a Batman car that gets used an awful lot. And
specifically because of
because they have a good hitbox.
That's Batman for you.
Yeah.
He's the world's greatest detective. He can detect a bad hitbox and say, no, thank you.
Apparently 5,000 silver in Destiny, give or take the kind of bonus you get for buying in bulk, is like $50 worth of silver. So that's
you should buy a
nothing
drop kick or something.
I should.
I thought about I briefly thought about buying the drop kick.
That's the one thing they don't drop a lot more of in that game is the finishing animations. I've gotten one since that expansion.
Yeah, I got one also.
Which I think
new season starts today.
Yeah, it does.
Is there anything meaningful about that?
There's a new storyline. It's like Mars. No, not Mars.
Mars Attacks. Whoa.
No, it's Mercury centric. It's all back on the desert sun planet.
All right.
Stuff. Like Osiris, I guess, is back in the mix. Like Saint 14.
Oh, right. I did see
some character I'm
Saint 14
barely familiar with. I think like his helmet.
Titan.
Isn't that like a Titan helmet or something?
Sure.
Helm of Saint 14, I think, is a... Anyway, the point being there is a new storyline for the season. It looks like the activity stuff looks a little thin, maybe, but
new battle pass.
New battle pass. They're trying stuff.
Yeah,
I'll give them a couple more seasons to see how it shakes out. I had this kind of the same shit you did though, of like I was pretty close to maxing this season's battle pass, like level 85 out of 100 or something.
Yeah,
and just looking at that buy levels button, going like, I could just get the rest of the stuff
But like,
for like
was there
15
was there anything
bucks.
else on there you wanted?
Kinda. Like nothing major, but there was like a new helmet.
I mean, you could have spent that fucking silver that you had laying around.
True. Well, at the time I didn't know I had it because it did not surface on PC until I noticed.
I loaded up the PS4 version of Call of Duty and just spent the points I had sitting there on Battle Pass tiers and just said, fuck it, zero it out. I'm never going to play this on console ever again.
Sure.